Well, good morning, everyone. We have a very full agenda for today, and I want to begin with something that was postponed from last week to this, which is our Lima Home Pride Awards. Pete White and his colleagues from the Department of Community Development are here to make some presentations and announcements about the winners for this quarter. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. 3 Lima property owners will be recognized today as the third quarter Lima Pride Home Award winners. The Lima Pride Home winners are selected by property maintenance code inspectors because their properties symbolize pride in ownership and represent a model for good maintenance in their neighborhood. These homes provide a positive impact within the community and must meet Lima property maintenance standards. Each winner receives a plaque, such as this, with a photo of their home and a yard sign below that they can display for the quarter. The winning properties can be viewed on the city's website and GTV2. The third quarter 2014 Lima Pride Home Award winners will now be presented by the inspectors. First, we have Chase Falke, the inspector for the North area.
Morning. The property selected for the north section was 511 North Jefferson Street. Owners Richard and Violet Glick, if you're here. Come on up.
She's kind of handicapped, is it all right?
That's fine. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Come around this side and tell us a little bit about your property. Good morning.
Morning. Name's Richard Glick, 511 North Jefferson. We've been there now for probably about 35 years. And my theme is I want to see beauty. I love beauty. I love to get my hands dirty. I don't know whether you like to get your hands dirty, but I like to get my hands dirty. I like to get in the dirt. I'm a farm boy. And, but anyhow, I like to go out in God's nature. I love to be outside. And so if it shows well, and you guys evidently thought that it looked well, this is the second time that we've got it now, and I appreciate that and appreciate you all. We try, this is our little part of doing something for Lima, returning to something that Lima's given us. Thank you.
Mr. Glick, congratulations.
Next, Krista Sprouse will present the award for the Southeast area.
The winner for the Southeast area was 598 East 5th Street, and the owner is Helen Sherelds. And I don't believe she was able to make it today, so I will get it to her.
All right, thank you.
The last areas are Southwest area. Angie Rex is our inspector, and she couldn't be with us today. She selected 295 Northdale Drive. Owners are John and Maureen Weisenhahn. And I don't think they can make it easier. Oh, they are here.
Good morning. Congratulations. Come up and tell us a little bit about your property.
Bashful. Well, we take a lot of pride in our home. We've been there 40 years. And I do all the mowing and the trimming of the shrubs. And Maureen is the one who supplies all the beautiful flowers. So thank you for the award, and we really appreciate it.
No, thank you. Congratulations. Well, one of the virtues of the internet with this particular award is that as we post pictures, you're able to share that with your family and friends, regardless of whether they're here in town or not, and help celebrate the fact that your property is being acknowledged. We all know what happens when a property declines. It tends to deflate the energy and enthusiasm of neighbors. And similarly, when we have properties that are taken care of, it helps to energize those around you and to really create a sense of pride for them as well. So thank you for your investment in your property, and both in terms of your time, your energy, your creativity, and the money that you spend on it as well. So thank you very much. This morning, Chief Martin is also here to highlight an award that was recently given along with Mike Watkins. Did Mike disappear? Oh, there you are. I'm sorry. Come on up and talk to us about the award, and I think Sergeant Gillespie is also ought to be coming up.
Okay. Good morning. I'll give you some background on this. 2 years ago, the Fraternal Order of Police of Ohio Foundation instituted a program to recognize Ohio's finest law enforcement officers from throughout the state. The award is given not only to officers from large departments, but from small departments. It can be full-time, part-time, state agencies, city, county, township. It doesn't matter. It's about law enforcement. This year, Sergeant David Gillespie was nominated from the Lima Police Department, and I'll let Chief Martin give you some background on his actions that brought about this nomination. The awards committee selected Dave as the top award winner for Ohio's finest law enforcement officer in the state for 2014. He was given that award June 20th at a banquet in Columbus, Ohio. We were very proud of Dave and his actions, and very appreciative of the Lima Police Department for stepping forward and nominating him. In law enforcement, it's often very difficult for law enforcement officers to, so to speak, toot their own horn. We don't necessarily like the attention. It's not that we are ashamed of what we do, but we all feel that what we do is just what we're supposed to do. So to speak, stand out is not in the nature of law enforcement officers. We want to blend in with the rest of our colleagues. We feel that we're all doing the same job. So Dave was presented that award June 20th, as I said, and following that, the Fraternal Order of Police received this from the Secretary of State. By authority of Secretary of State of Ohio, John Husted, 53rd Ohio Secretary of State. Sergeant David Gillespie, it is my privilege to recognize and commend you on your service or on your selection as the recipient of Ohio's Finest Law Enforcement Officer Award from the Ohio Fraternal Order of Police. This certificate of commendation is tendered on behalf of the people of the state of Ohio as a small token of the gratitude and sincere admiration for your exemplary work. You have earned this recognition through your outstanding service to your community, through your role as a law enforcement officer. Your accomplishments and consistent success are testament to what can be done for the lives of others and for their communities. Your deserved recognition is an inspiration to others for what they can achieve with similar exemplary attitude, dedication, and spirit. As Ohio's 53rd Secretary of State, it is my honor and unique distinction to recognize and commend you on being selected as the recipient of Ohio's Finest Law Enforcement Officer from the Ohio Fraternal Order of Police. May your good and honorable work continue and stand as a measure for those who follow, inspiring them to believe in and work for the betterment of the lives of the people and communities throughout Ohio. Signed, John Husted, Ohio Secretary of State, June 23rd, 2014. So, Dave, congratulations once again.
Thank you, and I'd just like to say, first of all, I guess I'm not going to recount in any kind of detail the incident in question that led to Sergeant Gillespie's nomination for this award because the media has reported on that on multiple occasions, and I think most everyone in this area would be familiar with the situation. What I'd rather focus on was the fact that after being attacked by someone with not one but actually two deadly weapons, a very large club and a very long screwdriver, and having been injured himself, Sergeant Gillespie did not immediately begin attending to his own need for first aid. Rather, before he attended to his own physical needs, he first ensured that the gentleman who was wounded as a result of Sergeant Gillespie's need to defend himself was being properly treated. And he also checked on the other officer that was present at the time that this occurred to ensure that that officer was all right. So again, even in that extreme situation, he put others ahead of himself. He even put the needs of the individual who had attacked him ahead of himself. And to me, that is very, very noteworthy. And I am grateful to the Fraternal Order of Police for extending this honor to Sergeant Gillespie. But I also have to say it's not just an honor to Sergeant Gillespie, and I'm sure he agrees with me on this. It is actually an honor for the entire police department. I'm very humbled by the fact that I've been blessed with a department that has this caliber of person working for it. And I just cannot say thank you enough to Sergeant Gillespie for the outstanding work that he did, not only on that occasion, but every day. So thank you.
Usually my supervisors get nervous when I get in front of a microphone. As a police officer with the Lima Police Department, I've always prided myself on attempting to do the right thing or doing the right thing to the best of my ability in my training. Since that time, I became a supervisor. Now I'm trying to pass along those lessons that I've learned to the younger generations we have. We have a young pool of officers right now, and they're getting younger by the day. I think half of them right now can be my children. So the role continues. It's our job now to kind of teach these young ones how to be respectful towards their fellow officers, towards everybody, and how to do the right thing every time. So thank you.
We have representatives here of Potash Corporation, who I believe have a presentation to be making to representatives of the Y. So Todd Sutton and others, please come up.
Back in the mid-'90s, the YMCA had a very important decision to make, and the facility that we were using at that time was old, needed to be repaired. We had to decide, do we build new, do we renovate? They decided at that time, the leadership did, to build a new facility. The next question was, where do we build this facility? They researched different locations all around the region, particularly in the metropolitan area of Lima, and ultimately they made the right decision, and that was to build a new facility in downtown Lima. The City of Lima, the commissioners, worked together with the YMCA leadership to secure properties. We demolished close to 2.5 blocks of old buildings, built a new facility, invested in downtown Lima, and today, as a community, we can be proud of what the YMCA has done in terms of beautifying and adding to the landscape of downtown Lima. We finance that operation through around $10 million in debt, and we are on target to pay off that original debt by the year 2018. And we're able to do that because of the partnership that we have with many corporations here in the community. And we're here today to recognize and talk about the significant contributions that Potash has made to this community and now today to the YMCA. Potash, as you know, is a part of the petrochemical complex on the southwest corner of Lima. They have made a huge capital investment in their facility out there. They have beautified their corner of the petrochemical complex by building that beautiful new office structure. So we as a community can feel proud about their investment in this community. They have a 5-week shutdown coming up in September, which again, they will make a huge capital investment in that facility during that shutdown period. So the YMCA, on behalf of the YMCA, and my name is Clyde Roush, by the way, President of the Board of Trustees. On behalf of the trustees, we're proud to have Potash as a corporate partner today, and I'm going to turn the mic over to Todd Sutton at this time, the manager at the Potash.
Hello, Todd Sutton, GM at Potash. But before we talk, I think we really need to recognize Jerry, the board, well, the whole team at the Y. You know, they do a great job with the programs in our community to help promote, you know, the youth development, the healthy living, and the social responsibilities. And those align very well with Potash Corp's core values. I mean, they've got numerous programs to help the youth to enhance their skills and inspire them, you know, their leadership skills, their communication skills, their social skills, and the list goes on and on. So with that, all I have to say is we're very pleased that we can present a gift for their capital campaign to help them keep this going in Lima.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's get out here in front of the podium. There we go.
Congratulations. The Y has been a terrific anchor for the revitalization of the downtown, and the fact that companies and individuals continue to invest in our downtown is terrific news. I also want to just highlight the fact that Potash is one of 2 Canadian companies that are having a huge impact on Lima, Ohio. We are very grateful for the investments being made, the reinvestments that really, I think, promise a long-term revitalization of industry in our community and in the region. And this is a demonstration of their interest, not just in their part of the world, but also in the larger community, and we appreciate that very much. Thank you. This morning as well, we have representatives here from El Rita. Nick Moore and Jessica Phillips are here to talk about Bit Talk and some upcoming events.
Thank you.
All right, so for those that don't know, RETA is a nonprofit professional organization. We're comprised of IT professionals that are involved in implementing and supporting technology. We're a spinoff of an economic development project for Lima, Allen County. We've been around since about 2008 in current form. If you are interested in joining us, the fee to become a member is only $40, and you can do this online at our website at www.alreta.org. We will be involved in the Allen County Chamber's next Wake Right on Roll event on July 25th, 2014. We will sponsor the event and provide keynote speakers on the subjects of public Wi-Fi security and social media privacy overviews. In August, we will present a social media privacy bit talk that will go much deeper on the subject. At this time, I would like to introduce Andrew Rogers, who will provide more details on this upcoming event. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. I'm Andrew Rogers, Senior Website Developer for Now Marketing Group, and we're excited to partner with El Rita and sponsor this Bit Talk, social media privacy, where we're going to be talking about how integrated all of these platforms have become. Facebook, Twitter, Google, all of these are social platforms, and I'm guessing a lot of people haven't actually read the privacy terms that those include. So there's a lot of actions that you can take to protect yourself, your security, and stop cyber attacks and cyber threats that may come to actually possibly bring financial scams or try to steal your identity online. So it's very important that you understand what actions you can take to protect yourself and your family, especially your kids, if you have kids or grandkids online that may not be as interested in online privacy as you are. So we want to share that wealth of knowledge that we have and let people know. Again, that's August 13th, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it's $7 for members and $14 for non-members. It's open to anybody that wants to come. If you have more questions, let us know and contact Nick. That's it.
I'd just like to add one more thing. You don't have to be a member to come. It'd be great because this is a huge subject, I feel, right now. People don't realize what other people can see, and that the stuff that people post is just crazy. So, also food will be included, so thank you.
Very good, thank you. Okay, how many folks have a Facebook account? There's about half. How many have a Twitter account? There's about 25%. How about LinkedIn? That's about a third. So, and does everybody who's actually online with all those tools know how they work? There's about 0.5%. So, I mean, I use them, but I'm often befuddled. If I hit this button, does it do this or that? So I think this is a great opportunity for community education for not just folks that are professionals, but especially for those of us that aren't. And we want to encourage people to take advantage of the opportunity, both at the Chamber and at the BIT Talk coming up. Thank you. Rick Stolley is here, along with representatives of the Locos, Lima Locos, and AEP. So please come up. We have, I think, a good news announcement to be made. And Rick.
Thank you, Mayor. It's obviously a great day for Lima. You know, when people continue to invest in our community and tell us in a number of different ways, you know, not only financially, but by their support of what we do in this community, it really is a great message back to the community. And we're here to make a similar announcement today. You guys know we've been up here for about 6 months now, chiming about the efforts of AEP Ohio and the city of Lima, the Lima Locos, and just trying to enhance what we have at Simmons Field, a tremendous recreational opportunity for the city of Lima and surrounding community. You know, an event that averages about 500 plus folks a night that come out to watch terrific baseball, college athletes coming back to Lima or coming into Lima and displaying their talents and trying to get better and get to the next level. Without the commitment of the Locos to help make that happen, and the city, and now AEP, who's made a huge investment in this effort, we'd like to report today that folks from AEP, Sherry Hubbard and Joe Rocca and Randy Payne, and then Rob Richardson with the Lima Locos, we're here to stand before you today to tell you that we have reached the Lima Energy Challenge. And that was, if you remember, to invite and involve 750 people in the community to participate in the educational opportunities that AEP had put out through the Energy Savers program. And we met that goal last week. And with that, AEP in turn is going to make a contribution towards our lighting system of $75,000 to help us relight Simmons Field, which holds literally, we talk about this every year, guys, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars of scholarship athletes that sit in those dugouts and participate. And when they come to Lima, they remember a number of things. One is that they got beat, and a second is that they enjoy the experience that Lima has to offer with the hotels and the venues that we have. And we are a destination point for an awful lot of families. I've hosted a loco for the last 8 years, I believe. This year, a young man from North Carolina who is in Lima, enjoying his stay in Lima. As we could speak to that a number of times. But our message today is thanks to AEP, thanks to the city of Lima, because these people had to be residents of the city of Lima, for stepping up and getting involved in one of the energy educational opportunities that were there for us to reach that goal. So with that said, we plan to have a formal check presentation this Sunday. The game time is 7:05. Rob, who do we have in town? Cincinnati. Who used to be where? In first place? Used to be. Okay. Okay. Until they played us the other night, and now they're in second place. The Locos are off on a nice little all-star break, as the MLB is. So they'll be back in action Friday night, and then Sunday we look forward to making a presentation. There were so many people involved in this opportunity to help make this happen. The chamber, the commissioners, Jed, there just was an absolute effort by the Lima community to step up and go get that challenge. And we certainly want to thank AEP for making us one of the 3 pilot programs in the state, and helping us to reach that goal. So, any comments from?
Briefly?
Yes.
Thank you.
Come on up, Sherry.
Thank you very much, Rick. I just want to say it's great. I want to thank Mayor Berger. Lima was actually the very first community in the state of Ohio served by AEP Ohio who stepped up and participated in this Energy Saver Challenge. So it really is to your credit that you guys took the leadership. I want to thank the residents and businesses of Lima who participated, because not only have they brought energy savings in dollars and energy to their businesses and homes, but they also helped the community win this award. And want to thank the Energy Savers team, Mr. Mesger, Mr. Elstro, Mr. Stolley, and many of the commissioners, many others who spent a lot of time reaching out and sharing the word. And so really excited that it's also on a winning season with the Locos. So again, thank you very much for your leadership and efficiency.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you very much. Rob, do you have anything you wanted to add?
Just want to thank the AEP and the City of Lima and Rick for all they've done. We've been with Simmonsfield for the last 7 years, and hopefully that partnership will continue on in the future. And the improvements with the lighting will make a big difference. I know there's some other things planned for possibility of taking place by next season, so it will just make the experience for the fans coming to the stadium for recreational enjoyment even that much better, and also for the players and that. But and just as something that popped in my head when they're talking is that I said Rick's been a host, 8 years you said? Host family for 8 years. This past Monday night, we had that makeup game with Cincinnati where we won to go for first place. Well, I took a vacation day and didn't watch the Locos that night. Instead, I took my wife over to Fort Wayne to watch a baseball game over there, to watch the Tin Caps. And the opposing team was the South Bend Silverhawks. And one of the players they had, just by coincidence, was Nick Serenities, who played for the Locos back in 2009. So it was interesting to see a former player from 5 years ago, and the effect that we have as a community on people that's ongoing all the time. But thank you very much. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you, Rob. Nice segue, Rob. By the way, Joe Rocca brought me this bobblehead today. Eric Wedge, for those of you who know, Eric Wedge is one of the first Locos, right? First year. And Eric went on to make it the MLB, who then went on to manage the Cleveland Indians, and most recently was with Seattle, correct? So those of you keeping score at home, this young man, played here in Lima, went on to the Major League Baseball world, and made an impact. That's what Locos baseball does, not only for Lima, but for the communities that those folks land in. So thank you all very much, and we look forward to enhancing the facilities that are Simmons Field. Thank you. Oh, before we go, Mayor, we have a few energy efficient light bulbs that we'd like to send out to folks in attendance today. And if you look under your seat and you see an X It means nothing, just means the chair was broken, we had it. Thank you all. Pass those around.
Give
Didn't get
people,
one the other day, drop up the gravel.
well, we'll look forward to the formal check presentation Sunday evening at the Locos game as well. So, thank you. This morning, also, we have representatives of the Y here, along with, to talk about the CUPE 5K race series that's coming up. Terry?
Thank you, Mayor. I'm Terry Averish from the Lima YMCA. We have a few things coming up. I want to remind everyone we're still teaching swim lessons. We have taught a lot of people in the Lima community swim lessons from infants through adults. Our summer swim team just ended in the area, but we have a fall swim team starting up, and we have a 3-week session of swim lessons starting up July 28th. So as people are starting to think about back to school and kind of forgetting about the summer, swim safety is very important, and we do have another session still coming up. So I just wanted to remind everybody of that. And then we have a triathlon and a 5K coming up, and Dan Grimm, our race director, will talk about that.
Thank you, Mayor. This year will mark the 32nd CUPE Triathlon, which is held at the Ottawa Metro Park. You really can't hold a triathlon in the city. It's kind of hard to have the facilities to do that. But we go out in the country because of the biking. It'll involve a 500-yard swim, a 15-mile bike, and a 5K run. We go to the Ottawa Metro Park. We've been there ever since I've been around, since 2001, directing this race. It's a great family event. It's always commented as one of the best family events, family triathlons in the whole state. We've, knock on wood, had a great team of agencies in the community working together to make the Y and CUPE and our other good sponsors, Lima Memorial Health System, make this event a success. Also, a first occurred on June 24th in my 14 years. A race was canceled. The Herb J. River Run, which is to memorialize Herb J. from the Battle of the Business instance years ago, was canceled, and we rescheduled it for July 29th. That, again, is another family event. That's a good way to remember Herb and also to promote health and wellness in our community.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. And entry, folks, in order to enter, need to be in touch with you?
Yes, they can go on touch. We have websites at the Y. For their 5K, be perfectly honest, you might as well just enter the day of the race. See how the weather is again, knock on wood. Shouldn't get hit by lightning twice, hopefully. But for the triathlon, yes, just enter the day of the race at the event. Would be the best way to do that.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. David Adams, former city councilman, is here with information about the public officials luncheon. David?
Thank you.
I'll hold your light bulbs, yes.
Public Officials Dialogue Project, an outgrowth, pardon me, an outgrowth of Allen County Common Threads, has been active, I guess that's the right word, for now more than 10 years. And I'm here this morning to announce that next Wednesday, a week from today, at 12 o'clock at the Chamber of Commerce in Suite 100, we will be having our 115th, we believe, we hope, altercation-free Allen County Lima elected and appointed public officials dialogue lunch. The topic will be introduced by Allen County Fair spokesman David Grimm, and he will share brief keynote remarks on the subject of the state of the fair. What stories do you have to share? That will be followed by about a half hour or 35, 40 minutes of dialogue, during which participants will get to know each other better. We stay away from topics that would generate debate rather than dialogue. And thus far, as I've mentioned in our 11-year history, we have been successful. There is a $5 donation that we ask for to help cover the cost of the lunch. That will be next Wednesday at noon at the Chamber of Commerce. The Allen Economic Development Group upstairs, both are co-sponsors of this event. And we hope to see as many public officials, elected, otherwise, elected, appointed, and maybe even self-appointed who would like to attend. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for holding my lights.
Also, Kay Van Meter's here with information about the upcoming National Night Out event, which takes place in the downtown.
Thank you, sir. I'll make this very brief because you have a very large agenda today. Kay Van Meter, president of the Heart of Lima Neighborhood Association. This is my 5th year being involved in the downtown National Night Out. We believe this is our 9th year having this event in the downtown. Excuse me. This will be Tuesday, August the 5th from 6 to 9 p.m. We will be cooking out. We'll have some live entertainment by Simply Smooth. The police department, the fire department, the sheriff's department will all be participating again this year. This is the 30th anniversary of National Night Out. Back in 1984, 25 million Americans took part by turning on their porch lights and taking back the night from crime. Now we have over 37 million people in 1,500 communities, all 50 states participating in this event, and we're very proud to host this in downtown again. Thank you.
And I assume that the chief is going to jump out of a window in the First National Bank building. Is that true? They're liable to throw you out. All right. Well, there are officers that rappel down that building. It's a very it's a feature of that event to watch them do their rope tricks. So.
I'm afraid we're not doing that.
Oh, you're not doing. Oh my! That was my favorite part of going to National Night Out.
Now,
Was
if
what?
the chief jumps, that's, I don't know.
If the chief jumps, he can get away with that. All right. We also have representatives of Lima Sister City here, Kay Kohan and Jeff Booker, to talk to us about the upcoming delegation that is coming from Horimacho to visit with us and be with families in Lima.
On behalf of Lima Sister Cities Association and our sister city in Horimacho, Japan, the Horimacho International Friendship Association, I'd like to present this piece of artwork entitled No Play Haguramo to Mayor Berger in the city of Lima. This piece of artwork is a gift to our city from Horimacho artist Akira Atsuji. This past June 10th, 10 students and 5 adults from Lima and Allen County traveled to Horimacho, Japan for a bi-yearly youth exchange and homestay experience. During our visit, Horimacho officials presented us with Mr. Atsuji's gift to our city. I'd like to share briefly some information about the artist. Akira Atsuji was born in Onaka, Horimacho in 1933. He learned the art of water painting from Mr. Hirosuke Bisha. Akira Atsuji has been awarded many prestigious awards and has held exhibitions for his paintings. His painting Onaka Ruins Restoration has been donated to the Hyugo Prefectural Museum of Archaeology. His painting Onaka Ruins has been donated to the Horimacho Archaeological Materials Museum. Akira Atsuji has held an academic post in the Horimacho Art Society and the Western Painting Association. He also teaches at the Kotobuki Academy Painting Club in Horimacho.
Great. Jeff, you were part of the delegation. You were one of the adults that chaperoned. You want to talk about the visit?
Yes, we had a wonderful experience. We spent 2 days traveling and 5 days in Horimacho, and for 3 of those evenings and 2 days, everybody has a homestay experience, and they spend their time doing activities with a Japanese host family. Our kids had a wonderful experience this year at Horimacho's junior high school. And high school, the kids got to participate with their Japanese friends, and they participated in school activities as well as club activities outside of school. So everyone had a real good experience.
Terrific.
Yeah, thank you.
Very good, and thank you very much for
Mhm.
this.
Yeah.
I should, before you get started, Keiko, I should mention that when I have occasion to go to Horimacho as well, and also at other times when we have a delegation, we all send gifts back and forth. A few years ago, when we did the children's fountain in Furrow Park, I was able to commission with Joe Boniface, thank you very much, audience participation there. Joe Boniface, who's a local metal worker, and did the sculpture for the children's fountain. He did a miniature of that, so I have sent that to the mayor of Horimacho, and it's on display. They have, much like we have here, as you come into their city building, they have a display of the gifts and the artwork that has been exchanged over the dozen years that we have had a sister city arrangement and agreement. So this will be on display out in the lobby along with the other materials from our relationship.
Oh, HIFA members and Mayor Shimizu would be very happy to hear about that. So,
very good.
Okay, thank you. Well, today I am here to was going to ask for the hosts for the Harimacho people coming this August. But it seems like that these school children who went to Harimacho volunteered to host these coming guests from Harimacho, and position is filled. But I would like to have people from Lima to volunteer, maybe just put on a waiting list and participate in this wonderful opportunity for the to host Japanese people. Well, Lima sister cities will be hosting homestay guests from her sister city, Harimacho, Japan. And from August 20th till August 25. And the delegation from Harimacho will consist of 5 high school youth and 7 adults. Lima families will host them during this time. If you are interested in being on waiting list to host, you can contact me, Keiko Han, 419-225-3816. In order to host a family, you must join LSCA and participate in activities provided for the visiting guests, provide lodging and food and transportation during a visit. This is a wonderful opportunity to show the lifestyle of this community, American lifestyles. They'll be so happy to see any small things. They'll be surprised to see the pigs, well, with the spots. Is that the pig? And I say, yes, but pigs supposed to be white. Only things they have in Japan is white pigs. And they'll be surprised to see expanse of this Lima field, because they haven't seen too much. Well, Japan is small. And so they come over here and they'll look at the place and say, why don't you build a house along the highways? because in Japan, they build a house by the highways and so on. But I said, because there's a better place to live. You know, you can go away from the road, dusty road, and you have a better place to live. They never think about it. You know, oh my, what a big land. I think you have such a kick out of it, hosting Japanese people. And you learn a lot of things both ways. And they are trying to use their English as best as they can, like I'm trying to do. And so I wish that you would host some of Japanese people when opportunity arises. Well, highlight of the Lima tour schedule for the delegation will include downtown business like art space and radio station, St. Rita's Hospital, Lima campus of Rhodes State, and Allen County Museums, Children's Garden, and I will go to the water fountain area in Farrell Park. So this is a way to repay their kindness that you received and show the how American people, the Lima people, would react to their kindness. And so anyhow, thank you. If you want to host sometime, please call me. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Kate. There was one other party on the agenda, but they didn't come. So I think that's all that we have for today, and we will break down for individual interviews. Lots of great news, lots going on in our community. Thank you for being here.